Okay, so now we're going to apply the concepts of absolute addressing and sorting to two typical questions. This first example we're going to look at is one from golfing. I don't know if you've played golf, but we're going to look at that example. And then there's going to be another one underneath this one, which is a demo file that I've already typed in for you called Corral. And you'll load it in and basically follow what it says in the question. Okay, so let's start off with the trickier one, golf, which is the one I'm going to give you hints on. Okay, so here's the golf example, and I've typed in some of the parts already. The key ones you should focus in on is the 70. That's what would be like a perfect score for a game at a particular golf course. And usually they play over 3 days. So if it's 70 for one round, then 210. E4 times 3 would give you 210. And let's say another course had a 72. Then that 210 should change to 216. Okay, now you would type in all the people's names, and then we've got some formulas we're going to have to work out. And let's go across on this one, and we'll sum them up, and we get 205. And of course, you would do that for each and every one of them. Now, par, that formula is a bit trickier. Basically, this is what would be a perfect score for this particular course over 3 days. You got 205, which actually is better. So if you understand golf, it took you less shots to get the golf ball in than what would be the perfect sort of perfect score for a golf tournament. So the formula for this one is equal sign. All right, the 205, which is an F7, take away. Now here's the tricky thing. It's always 216. If we're going to do one of those formulas where you copy stuff after, you don't want the 216 to move. So that's at $H, $4, and you get minus 11, which is good. You're 11 under what would be a good value. Now, once you do one of these totals, all you do is drag it down, and that'll give you the second example, which is 221. And if we drag this one down, 221 isn't actually a good score, so you're 5 over. Okay, so that's basically what you do. Now, comment. What I want here is if you get under 0, that's under par. That's actually good. If it's over 0, you're over par. That's bad. So we want to say that with an if statement. And you're going to go, in this case, G7 is less than 0. Then we're going to say under par, which is good. And otherwise, it's over par, which is bad. Okay, now, forgot the equal sign, so don't forget that. And then you press enter, and there's your under par. And we'll drag it down, and this one's over par. All right. These ones down here, I'm not going to do for you, but basically they would be the total of all of the particular rounds, and this would be the average for the particular rounds. The last thing you would do for this question is you would highlight everything, and if there was a whole bunch of them, obviously you'd highlight them all like that, and you would sort. And in golf, basically the lower the number, so negatives are lower than positives, the better. So when you press sort, we're going to sort by G. So we're going to pick G in this one, and we're going to sort ascending and press OK. Now this one doesn't change because it's already negative 11 here and negative 5, but that's what you would want to do when you sorted. Okay, so those are some hints for the first question. The second question, not going to give you a lot of hints. All right, basically what you need to do is load in the demo. It's in the sharing folder, or if you are looking at the Edmodo site, it's this program right here called Corral, Coral, and you load it up, and then you basically follow what it asks you in the question. Okay, so it's just a quick little hints to do the homework that I'm assigning today.